Hello everyone, Ryan here. Yes, I know it's raining a lot right now. I was doing some Postmates deliveries earlier. It was actually a pretty slow night, which is weird for a Friday night, but I believe I mentioned before there's an overabundance of drivers now, so yeah. But I wanted to quickly review the audiobook I listened to during the month of April, Elevation by Stephen King. Of course, it's also read by Stephen King. Scott Carey is the main character, and he's this overweight guy who all of a sudden he starts rapidly losing weight, but his body doesn't change. He looks very much the same, and in fact, he even has to start wearing extra layers of clothing, and then also sticking like a lot of coins in his jacket pocket, and well, any pockets that he has available, really, and in order to weigh himself down. And well, I don't want to give away too many details. I will say it does get interesting. At the same time, too, because he lives in this small town called Castle Rock, and at one point, like, other than what he's going through, the other big thing in the town is that this like lesbian couple, this married lesbian couple, I guess they're like new residents of this town, and it's all anyone can really like talk about, focus on, I guess, and they open up, so this lesbian couple, they open up this new restaurant, and at first most of the people in this town, they struggle to like accept it. Well, like, they don't want to, for whatever reason, they refuse to support this lesbian couple's restaurant. Although eventually they do come around. There's like this race, this marathon thing that Scott participates in, and which that part alone was pretty interesting, pretty cool actually, because like I guess because of his weird weight loss thing, he's able to run really fast even though he looks really heavy, and he kind of like freaks a lot of people out because they see this like over 200-pound man, or this guy who looks way over 200 pounds is like beating all of them. And then something happens in that race, and he helps out one of the women, of course, who is a part of this lesbian couple. He helps her out, picks her up, and when he does that, she also, like, momentarily she experiences this like weightlessness, and it freaks her out. And then she becomes real interested in what's going on with him, like his whole weight loss thing. And and then of course his doctor is I guess regular physician. He has absolutely no idea what's going on with him, and and ultimately it kind of like the prejudice that most of the townspeople have against this couple, this lesbian couple, they eventually work it out, and mostly because of what Scott was going through, and the fact that they can't explain it. I guess because of the fact that what he's going through is so weird and unique and unheard of, that they realize that, hey, this lesbian couple, they're all right. Like, we can understand them. We don't have to be afraid of them or be put off by them or whatever, because what Scott is going through, hey, now that's really something scary, unfamiliar, unknown. So, yeah, ultimately, eventually they get over their prejudice, and Uh, and then towards the end, I don't want to give it away, but I will say that Scott pretty much decides that to just kind of give in to what he's experiencing as far as, his whole weight loss thing. And the ending, I would say, depending on what you might expect, me, I didn't know what to expect, so I figured the ending, it was decent. It was a decent ending. I guess I will say, like, maybe not one of Stephen King's best endings, but still all right. Yeah, and then after that, like, there's a short story attached to it, like, afterwards, called Lori. It's just about this dog, this other guy who his wife dies, and his sister gives him a gift, which is this dog, and he names the dog Lori, and learns to care for this dog, and something like towards the end of that short story, that ending is kind of horrific, and I don't know. I guess because Stephen King probably felt like for Elevation, the ending, it wasn't that grand, so I don't know. I guess he decided to attach a short story to it with at least a slightly horrific ending. Like, but yeah, overall, I gotta give this audiobook, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. Maybe 4.5. Like, I don't know, maybe like if I were to listen to it again and pay a little more attention, like, not that I didn't pay absolute complete attention, it's just because some of it I listened to while I was at the gym, so I wasn't, some of it I wasn't really too zoned in on, but yeah, otherwise I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it because it's a unique concept, something that I guess, makes sense that Stephen King would conjure up. And so yeah, other than that, that's it. That is it for this audiobook review. It's still raining. I hope you can still hear me talk over the rain. Yeah, that'll do it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. As always, till next time, don't forget, keep it real. Keep on rocking. Peace.